Okay, so now the next question is the fifth one. So I'll write it down here. Which is the first country to adopt indicative planning? So which is the first country to adopt? Yes, what is the name? Yes, you're right. My guess and your guess is right. It is France. Okay, so France is the first. Okay, and imperative planning is basically, which is the not adapting indicative planning, rather it is imperative, because indicative we were taking it. So yeah, so yes, it is the indicative planning. Yes, it was indicative which was first because we had done. So yes, your answer is right, indicative planning. So we will cancel this. Definitely it's indicative because imperative was used previously before the 8th 5-year plan. Okay, and then France came and they found something mixed, which is like the capitalist and mixed economies, and France was pretty successful for this. Okay, so now let's come to the next question, the sixth one. Explain the rationale for planning in India. Okay, so just let me wrap this. Yes, again I'm saying, so it's the rationale for planning in India. So what are the steps for planning in India and how India tried to equalize the planning in India? So the question can be asked in many ways. Okay, so we have to write it in many ways. So let me just wrap this. Okay, so yes, the answer to rational planning for India. So the first one is market failure. Okay, second one is social justice. Third is failure of trickle down theory. Okay, and fourth is resource mobilization and allocation. Okay, so now I can ask you the next question, the very important question also. So let me just wrap this. Yes. Okay, the next question, define trickle down theory. So what is your answer? I'm just waiting for 1 minute. Okay, so here the trickle down theory means they said that economic growth is sufficient to solve the problem of poverty, but however this was a failure because it was proved to be wrong, and that is why India thought of getting some anti poverty system or some acts where they had to use some anti poverty program. So because, so I can write it here, because of this failure, India introduced the anti poverty programs. Okay, so this is very important, and that is why. Now let me wrap and let me go to the next question, so we can clearly finish all the questions of this chapter and we can move on to chapter 4. Yes. Okay, coming to the next question. Yes, Very important question. What are the features of Indian planning? So what are the features of Indian planning? Okay, and so that is what you have to remember. So there are 4 features. I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, so let's see the first one. The first planning is that India is an indicative nature of planning. Okay, the second one is the key attributes of planning is taken from socialism. So it's taken from socialism. The third one is, so it's a mixed economy. So the Indian planners chose the path of mixed economy. Okay, and the planning model is of, very important, physical in nature. So that means you can see everything, all the plan targets are given in the plan documents. It's laid down in front of you so you can see. Yes, now coming to the next question, let me wrap this. Okay, the next question. What are the key objectives of planning in India? So what is the answer? Let me see if you remember. Okay, so let me see one by one. We can see the objectives and say the first is definitely the main objective is economic growth. Okay, so economic growth. Let me just draw one line so that it's more important for you. The second is, yes, inclusive. You can write it in any order, not an issue, but there must be 8 growth plan. Okay, so there were 8 objectives. Then third is removal of unemployment. Okay, fourth, reduction of income inequalities. So that's very important. So there has to be a reduction of income inequalities. Then self-reliance. So it must be self-reliance. Yes, coming to the 6th one, poverty elimination. Yes, very important. Poverty elimination. Okay. Then 7th is modernization. Okay, and the last is technology. So technological advancement. So that was very, very important. Yes, that is the main thing. Okay, so these were the 8 objectives through which it was done. Okay, the next question. Yes, so I can write down here. What are the achievements of planning in India? Okay, so now as I said, there are a lot of achievements. Okay, so there has to be something. It was a successful planning. Yes, and India has become first 50 years. It has been very much done, and it has increased. So we can give something about economic growth, as I said. So we have to write something like 6.5% Okay, 1990, okay, from 5.5%. Okay, this was the 30-year, so 3.5% was the grade, 6.5% was the achievement. And now if you see that the growth rate has increased from 2000 is 7.6. So India's achievement has done. India has also ensured in food security. So food security is no more a problem. Okay, incident of poverty has come down. Okay, and then the key indicators like literacy, mortality, okay, then child mortality, maternal mortality. Okay, so they have shown great improvement. So this is the achievements of it is a successful planning. And definitely India planners, it has the capital incomes of also has increased, and it is, though it has been criticized, India's planning has not been done very badly, and it is a success, not that it's a failure at all. So yes, these are the things. Okay, and now the last one is, what are the two main directions of criticism in this planning? So let me recollect your answer. Okay, so the next question, what are the criticisms of Indian planning? Yes, so what is your answer? Okay, so first answer is, it is interfered or more interference by the government. Okay, by the government or state. The second one is develop economies, especially underdeveloped countries, have shown more achievements, yes, than our planning, than India. So they have done, so their planning has been done better than us, because they have achieved more, okay, in terms, and they have led growth strategies also. Okay, India is, so this is the two criticisms were there. Okay, and yes, the last question of this part. Yes, what is the relevance of planning in the 21st century in India? Okay, so what is your answer? Let me see if you remember. Yes, the first one is cooperative federalism. The second one is dynamic global economy. Okay, so this was the second one. Third one, addressing national objectives. Fourth one, long term vision. Okay, so this was all which was there for today, and we will come now and we will begin with another part of this chapter only. Okay, and this is basically called Bombay Plan. So we will do something more about it, and we will know about certain plannings in India which have become very famous, especially Bombay Plan, People's Plan, and Mahalanobis Plan, then Wage Good Model Plan, and the Gandhian Plan. Okay, so we're going to study more in depth regarding the planning in India. Okay, so just let me rub this.